everyone, and welcome to my channel, Hisame Artwork. Sorry this isn't my usual content, but I've been asked to share some info about the edibles I've been growing on my balcony. As you can see, my hobby is growing plants. I am a graphic artist and I make comic books and art tutorials and things like that. So first of all, I'm gonna show you my thyme. So growing herbs is really easy and lots of fun, and whenever I ran out of herbs, I have like my little secret stash here. Something that I wanted to show you is that generally it's a good idea not to water thyme from above. I do it from below, and that's how I've been able to keep it alive. As you can see here, it's pretty dried up, so I'm gonna water it. And funny thing is, I have my heater up here and it is condensing water without chlorine or other things that sometimes sensitive plants will respond negatively to. Generally calatheas are a bit more sensitive to it. My husband was a bit worried that it's making water and I have to keep a bucket underneath the heater there. But it proved very useful because now I have water without chlorine. Something else that I've been growing and it's really easy to do is peas. These are sweet peas, not sugar snap peas. So these are toxic, you can't actually eat these, but they're really fun, and you can grow sweet peas. I think you can buy seeds for edible kinds. I got these for the flowers, not for the harvest, because really you can't grow that much on your balcony. Not to feed yourself in any way, but at least herbs and things like that you can grow, and it's fairly easy. So here I had lots of onions. You can see some chives over there. That's I ate all of them and I couldn't find any more onion seed starters or things like that so I can grow onions. So I just have some sad ones here, but if you can get them, they're very easy to grow. Like I had a whole full little onion lawn here that I munched on, and it's all gone now. So yeah, onions, chives. I've also had oregano and basil, which are pretty easy to grow, but sadly they died. I'm gonna keep trying to learn how to take better care of them. This is a video for complete beginners, I guess. But people have been asking me a lot, so I thought to make this video as part of the Share What Makes You Calm kind of art event. For example, this here is ginger. So I placed two ginger roots inside, and only one sprouted after 3 weeks. So it takes a long time for ginger to sprout, and the leaves aren't great to eat. Like, I wouldn't recommend eating them. I kind of forgot to water mine, so it's a good idea to try and water it, but not too much, because then it might rot. I think that's what happened to the other root. It rotted away. Let me check my list. What else I have here? Oh, sweet potato. So this one here I planted just because I know that sweet potato is a vining plant. While I was in Japan, I saw people plant them and raise them in shops just for fun. So this is how it looks. You're not gonna get much of a harvest out of this, but it's still fun and maybe for the kids to do. You can see here some more sweet pea growing, and of course the avocados. It will take 10 years for this to produce anything, if it will ever produce. But it's easy to grow, and it likes a lot of light. So put it in a windowsill with a lot of light, and it loves water, so be sure to give it plenty of that. I planted another one here. Just plop it in the ground, maybe cover it a bit. It's really easy to grow. here I have a bunch of seedlings for flowers that are not doing great, so I recommend watching Garden Answer, Summer Rayne Oaks, or somebody else who knows how to give you good tutorials, not me. Here is a citrus. I think it's orange or something. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a lime. Okay, what else I have to show you? So I've had mint and tomatoes. I'm surprised mint died for me. It's usually a plant that is very hardy, but I managed to kill them. I've had lavender as well. I think I overwatered it and that's why it died. Tomatoes and potatoes get a lot of pests, so I would say it's a more advanced plant to grow, not for complete beginners like myself. I've had nasturtiums and hot peppers in the past and they've been great, so maybe want to try those. I'll get some once this lockdown is over. What else I had to show you guys? Oh, I wanted to talk about beneficial insects and worms. So I've had, generally if a plant doesn't do well in my little garden, I abandon it, I let it die and kind of recycle it. I have like here, I keep all the plants. I don't use any pesticide because in the past I've confused my water and pesticides and I've gotten poisoning, so I try and keep everything labeled, but sometimes I make mistakes and it's not fun to poison yourself with pesticides, so be careful on which plants you put what. I think it's safer if you just don't mess around with pesticides. It's kind of the safest way to avoid getting yourself poisoned. And I've kind of tried and tucked in plants everywhere. Sorry it's such a mess, but that's how it's been. I generally put water and soap on plants that have pests. Like, I don't know if you can see very well here. There are some things on the leaves, and I've put just orange scented body soap that I use to wash myself, so that's probably less toxic. And also these are plants that I don't eat. I don't spray the thyme with anything, and I also wash it very well, just because I've had that nasty experience in the past, getting stomach bleeds from poisoning. So be careful when you play around with stuff like that. Be sure that you don't mess up the bottles. So yeah, I let millipedes and worms run loose around here. Wasps, if I get any. I have kidnapped ladybugs from outside and put them in here. And yeah, if I get any slugs or things like that, I do throw them away. But otherwise, I keep everything because I want to encourage beneficial insects and things like that to go around. So yeah, what else I had to tell you? I showed you the bin, I showed you the water, and that's pretty much it. Hope I've answered your questions. In the end, so this is clay bits and perlite. They do help with retaining moisture, and I have some little fertilizer sticks here that I only put in plants I don't eat. And like I said, I spray calatheas with soap because they tend to harbor the most insects and be most sensitive. Onions are the safest. I haven't seen anything bothering the onions. And of course avocado. It's really easy to grow, but you can't really eat that right now. You have to wait like 10 to 15 years and have a lot of light. And if you're in the northern hemisphere like me, you'll not be able to grow avocados or citrus fruit or olives in your house probably. So yeah, thank you for watching and hope you have a nice day. Bye bye.